Welcome back, or welcome back to me. Hope you've had a good day so far at VBS Camp, Compassion Camp. Today we've learned the beginning of compassion is seeing someone, really seeing somebody. And this is one of the most true and honest ways we live out God's compassion. And when we really see someone else, we see people who are sad, we see people that are happy, lonely, scared, or hurt, and then we begin to feel with them. That's empathy. And then we can relate to them in a different way. So, some things to think about. Did you see sadness today? Maybe not just during VBS, but anytime today. Did you see anything or anyone that was sad? Did you see joy today in somebody or even an animal? Sometimes animals have emotions too, and they can be great teachers of what it's like to be joyful, right? Did you see someone hurt, or did you see hurt today? Okay. This is the beginning of compassion, seeing with our head and with our heart what someone is feeling is the beginning. Then we use our empathy to feel what they feel. And if our compassion is strong, we offer to help them. And when we see and welcome each other, we make ourselves open to God's spirit of kindness. Right now we're going to sing our song, Come to the Table Together. While we sing, remember how God welcomes everyone to the table of blessing, and think of all the people you would like to include at God's table. We saw how when we gather around a table, even a virtual table, we can see and we can feel the emotions that are present around that table. In our Bible story today, the father saw and welcomed his younger son. He showed compassion when he saw his son's shame and sadness, and the father welcomed him back home. But sometimes we forget. Sometimes we forget the father also showed compassion to the older son by seeing that he was hurt and he was angry and frustrated. He showed compassion and welcomed his son to the table, his older son. And the father reminded both brothers that they were fully loved no matter what. So we'll end with our compassion prayer. We place one hand on our head and one on our heart. Before we start that, though, I wanted to remind you that there's lots of ways to pray. We're going to pray here with our mouth and with our body, but you can also color a prayer. And so each day you're going to get a coloring version of the prayer, and we're inviting you to color those. But as you color, you're actually praying those words too, or you can use that as a time of prayer. It's a different way of praying, and it's a kind of an artistic way of praying, but it involves the rest of our body and parts of our brain that we don't use when we talk. So that can be a way to pray too. So think about that. And I'd love to, so we're going to invite you to share these on Facebook, and you'll see you and your parents will see something about that, and we'd just love to see the pictures that you do as a way of praising God. So let's say the prayer together. And again, we'll repeat. I'll say and I'll invite you to repeat. Hand on our head to remind us to see. Hand on our heart to remind us to feel. Welcoming one, you warm, wide arms are always open. Drawing us into your heart full of love. Make our arms your own, helping us to see and welcome with compassion all those we meet. Amen. I hope you had a great day one. See you tomorrow.